Well, Mikel Arteta has greenlighted Serge Gnabry's return to Arsenal from Bayern Munich. Guys, it's really getting tense at Bayern Munich. The new director of football looks like they want to make a clear out of Bayern Munich and obviously get in new players that they believe can take them to the next level. Welcome to this channel. Rokani Media Football is the Arsenal News Show. We are talking Serge Gnabry, we are talking Leroy Sane, we are talking Sadio Mane, we are talking Jorginho and his contract. Then lastly, we are going to talk about the two records that Gabriel Magalhaes and Gabriel Jesus have gone ahead to set up this season, as they've gone ahead to play in the Premier League season for a team of Arsenal. Don't forget to subscribe. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, how do you subscribe? Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. We want to hit 14,000 subscribers, and we are just left with just limited subscribers to hit that mark, and let's hit the 14k family us up. Now, it's something great that we have gone ahead to really come to this time, and obviously huge stories coming in from Germany. And guys, there are loads of stories coming in from Bayern Munich. If at all you know, Oliver Kahn left and his colleague, and now they are not living alone. They are living with other players, and amongst those is Sadio Mane, Serge Gnabry, and Leroy Sane. Now, let's go to this story reported to us by Bild via the Mail Sport as far as the clean out at Bayern Munich is really concerned. Early morning today, we got a story coming in from Bild, all Mail Sport via Bild, that Bundesliga champions set to entertain offers for Serge Gnabry, Leroy Sane, and Sadio Mane. Bayern are prepared to reshape their attacking lineup significantly after a disappointing campaign, with none of the three players assured of their place in the squad next season. Now, why am I taking this story with a sack of salt? Simple. I'm doing so. Why? Yesterday, Thomas Tuchel met with the board of Bayern Munich for the very first time after sacking Oliver Kahn. That's it. Oliver Kahn was with the head of operations, director of football, so on and so on, with Silimizidik. That is the name. I don't get the name very well, but they are two. And they're responsible for the running of the club of Bayern Munich. So they were sacked, and after they were sacked, the board had not yet gotten a chance to meet Thomas Tuchel. So Thomas Tuchel met the board yesterday, and I think they discussed who they want in and who they want out. Now, Bild coming in from Germany has gone ahead and we revealed us this story. And I cannot doubt a source coming in from Germany. Bild is really a very huge media outlet that has gone ahead to give us lots and lots of good stories as far as players linked to Germany and those from the Bundesliga linked to the Premier League and elsewhere are concerned. Now, when I saw that story, I expected lots of reports to come in through, and today Charlie Gordon of the Daily Express has gone ahead and really linked Serge Gnabry to Arsenal. He has told us that Arteta has given green light to secure the signing of former Arsenal winger and current Bayern Munich star Serge Gnabry this summer after an eyeing opening development at Bayern Munich. Serge Gnabry spent 5 years at Arsenal from 2011 to 2016, scoring 1 goal in 10 matches. Now, the most important bit of it is all about the eye-opening development at Bayern Munich that I showed you at the beginning of the video. There is an eye-developing situation, at Bayern Munich that has really given Arsenal a chance to get Serge Gnabry. Why do I believe that Arsenal can sign Serge Gnabry? Sami Mikbal, the chief reporter of Daily Mail, confirmed to us that Arsenal want a forward who is really versatile, who can lead the line, right, and can play as a right attacking midfielder or a right forward. When you look at Serge Gnabry, he can play as a left forward where Martinelli plays. He can play as a right forward where Bukayo Saka plays effectively, by the way. He can play in the Martin Odegaard position. That's a number 10 or a central attacking position. He can also lead the line, and play as a false number 9. That's all the qualities that Serge Gnabry really has. He's really a versatile player that can come in at Arsenal and obviously get them the best that they deserve. And to me, I think it will be a very, very, very huge signing if at all Arsenal happen to land it. This is the player. These are the kind of players that Mikel Arteta really wants to lead his forward line. If at all Serge Gnabry returns back to Arsenal, obviously you'll know that Bukayo Saka will feel the pressure. And whenever he feels the pressure, you know that his levels of performance will really go high. The same applies to Serge Gnabry. You know, when you look at the end of the season, towards the last 6-7 games of the season, you saw to it that Arsenal lacked a little bit of cutting edge, you know, that killer instinct in them. And I think if at all they had a Serge Gnabry with them, he would have been a person to come in through and obviously turn everything around. Why does he turn everything around? It is simple. He has the experience. He has done it at different levels. He has won the Champions League at Bayern Munich. He has gone ahead to really find himself in a position of winning leagues. He's a winner, and he's a player that you believe that Arsenal should really benefit in by signing him. And the money put on his head is not something big. Bayern Munich are going in for the asking price of 45 to 50 million pounds. Not bad money for a player who is 26, 27 years of age. I think he has hit his prime. Good to see to it that he's really on the market. And let's wait and see how the tier 1 journalists are going to come out and really tell us about this story, because there are huge developments that are going to come on Serge Gnabry to Arsenal. That's it. Build putting out a story that they've put this trio up for sale. That confirms to you that they want a new front three. You know, their attacking prowess needs to be changed according to the build. So, Serge Gnabry is one of those that's being linked to Arsenal, and we expect to see that he really comes in through. But there is a player that has been mentioned in the three that I believe Arsenal might be so much interested in, and that is Leroy Sane. We've not yet gotten a story of Leroy Sane linking him to Arsenal, but remember, Leroy Sane was working with Mikel Arteta at Man City. Leroy Sane fits the exact profile of a player that Mikel Arteta would want to sign in and do the needful to get in, to get the best out of Bukayo Saka. He can play as a left forward where Martinelli plays. He can play as a right forward where Bukayo Saka plays. So he's another one that we might see so much in the news connected to Arsenal, as Arsenal inquired about the variability of this player last season. Remember doing that story here onto the Rokani Media Football, as Fabrizio Romano confirmed us last summer that Arsenal had gone ahead to make inquiries on the variability of Leroy Sane, and he was told, and Arsenal were told, the player is not up for sale. But this time round, the build is confirming to us that 3 players, Sadio Mane, Leroy Sane, and Serge Gnabry, are up for sale. If at all you are talking about experience at Arsenal, Arsenal should seize on this moment and at least get 1 or 2 of these players, because Arsenal is going to be playing the Champions League. All these players have what we call huge Champions League experience. Sadio Mane has lifted the Champions League. Serge Gnabry has gone ahead to do so, and there is no way you can really rule him out of such a move to a team like Arsenal that looks like it's really short of experience and trophy winning mentalities. And if at all you go ahead and really add on more players to your team like Serge Gnabry, he goes ahead and does the best. Serge Gnabry has played 34 games in the Bundesliga, 14 goals and 5 assists. Those are 20 goal involvements. In the Champions League, he scored 2 goals and played 8 games. And in the DFPL Cup, he just put up 2 assists, meaning that he has gone ahead to score 16 goals and put up 7 assists. Those are 23 goal involvements into the league. One will ask himself that players from the Bundesliga have always come in through and really struggled, you know. That is Jadon Sancho, but you understand the situation of Jadon Sancho, that the manager has been on and off. But I understand there are success stories that have come in from Germany and obviously hit the ground running. Look at Ilkay Gundogan. He came in from Germany and is really playing a very vital role at a side of Man City. Even Leroy Sane was really playing very well, but I think he left Man City to go back to Germany because he was not being given enough playing time. That's it. And the other player that we can talk about, obviously, is Erling Haaland. You know, he's firing all cylinders. Just returned. He was signed from Borussia Dortmund to Man City and tell me who is the best center forward in the world right now. It's Erling Haaland, breaking the record of Alan Shearer and Andy Cole of 34 goals. I'm not ahead to score like, are they 36, 37 goals in the league of the Premier League? So for Serge Gnabry, he has been in this league, he knows it, and I think that's why Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to greenlight the Serge Gnabry transfer to Arsenal. So let's wait and see what developments are really going to come in through after that story has been broken by Build, and see whether tier 1 journalists will come in through and obviously jump over it and tell us exactly what it's all about. I know tomorrow Fabrizio Romano is going to be on the Court Offside and the Give Me Sport podcasts. This question is going to cross. It's going to be thrown to him, and we'll be having a very good answer that everyone really needs to come in through and obviously do the needful at the club of Arsenal and here on Rokani Media Football. Now, let's go to Jorginho. His agent has gone ahead and spoken about his future at Arsenal. João Santos is Jorginho's agent. He has said 6 beautiful months at Arsenal. Next year, he'll make the Champions League. He'll make the Champions League. Have we already talked about the renewal of the contract? Not yet. We have a contract with an option until 2025. For now, we are calm. That is it. So, Jorginho signed a 2.5 year contract, right, at Arsenal. So he's going to find himself making 1.5 years, if at all he plays this entire season that Arsenal is going to start of 2023-2024. And the agent is really excited. They are going to play in the Champions League because his player is meant to be playing there, and he has vast experience when it comes to playing the Champions League. But asked about the new deal, no way of triggering that 1 other year Arsenal has, and Jorginho in their contract. So the agent is telling us that everything is okay, and they'll see that, I think, when they reach the January of next year. I think when they reach the January of next year, Arsenal will find themselves in a situation of talking to the player and the agent of Jorginho. But they've really gone ahead to really get in a good player of Jorginho, and you've seen his attributes. I've always come in here and we told people that Jorginho is better than Thomas Partey, but people never understood what I was really telling them, because it has to take someone a lot of football knowledge to see why Jorginho is better than Thomas Partey. And I think next season you are going to see competition in that midfield, and I think Jorginho will win it because he suits the best way Arsenal plays. That's it. And when he was brought in, you saw how good he was in the midfield. If at all you remember that Gabriel Jesus goal he scored against Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think it was the fourth goal. You saw that pass of Jorginho from the first third of the pitch towards the final third of the pitch that released Trossard, and Trossard made that cross to find the header of Jesus, and he headed it home. You now know what I'm talking about. He's a very, very good and talented player. That is Jorginho. So let's wait and see whether Arsenal is going to go ahead and really trigger that 1 more year that Jorginho has on his contract or not. But I believe it will be triggered. The experience of Jorginho is hugely needed at Arsenal. Now, let's do a little bit of the record set by Gabriel Magalhães and Gabriel Jesus. The two Brazilians have gone ahead to set records in the Prem this season. And let's start off with Gabriel Jesus, the Brazilian who really had his first debut season at Arsenal. Now, we've been told by the website of Arsenal that Gabriel Jesus set a new Premier League record for most games scored in without ever ending on the losing side. Those are 55. He has since extended that to 56 after finding the net against the Wolves on the final day. Now, for Gabriel Jesus, he has never lost a game in which he has gone ahead to score. And again, he was tied at 55, but when he scored against Wolverhampton Wanderers, he made it 56 games in which he has scored goals and he has not found himself on the losing side. That is Gabriel Jesus. I think that is something great. And if at all you are Arsenal, all what you should request for Jesus to do next season is to score 20 Premier League goals. If at all he scores 20 Premier League goals, that means he would have gone ahead to score averagely in like 15 games. So that's what Arsenal should see to it, that this man continues to score. And congratulations to him on really keeping that record ever since he came into the Prem. Then Gabriel Magalhaes, his fellow Brazilian, became the 4th outfield player to start every game in the Premier League season for Arsenal after Paul Mason in 1995-1996, Lee Dixon 1995-1996, and Nigel Winterburn in 1996-1997. So that is coming in from the website of Arsenal via ABL M04. So he has started every Premier League game of Arsenal. That is Gabriel Magalhaes, and you would love to be having defenders like him, because when you're having defenders like him, you obviously reach your levels and obviously understand that we can really see throughout the season. But rotation should be made, and I think next season he won't be starting every game in the Premier League. Why? There is Jakub Kiwior, a 21-year-old defender signed from, is it Spezia, to Arsenal, and he has shown us that he's a very good and strong defender whose mentality is really elite. So guys, your thoughts on Arteta greenlighting Serge Gnabry's transfer to Arsenal are welcome in the comment section below. Then, what do you make about Jorginho's contract situation at Arsenal? Has been revealed to us by the agent. They are happy at Arsenal, but do you think Arsenal will trigger the other year to see to it that he stays at Arsenal for close to 2.5 years? And lastly, the record set by Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Magalhaes. What do you make about them? So, I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Ciao, ciao.